Greetings! Welcome to another edition of Calf Chat. My name is Noah Litherland, and today we're going to visit a little bit about the Headlock rail feeding system for nursery calves. So in general, the Headlock system is an approach to feeding calves within a group setting, but still getting individual feed intakes, being able to observe individual feeding behaviors within the calves. So from a description standpoint, the half-field system would be an example of a Headlock system that could be used. Calves would come up and as bottles are dropped, it could be whole milk or milk replacer, the calves come up to the feeding rail and are then locked into the system in a voluntary way. The calves then can consume their milk and remain headlocked for roughly 8 to 10 minutes or so while they get the nursing behavior kind of satiated. The pens typically contain about 9 calves or so per group. Once they're released, the typical feeding behavior is they go to the other end of the pen and start eating starter grain. Starter grain can be provided in simple trough systems, and then also calves have access to warm water 24 hours a day through an automated heated water fountain system. After calves have finished their milk, they've eaten starter, drinking some water, the common behavior is they lie down, ruminate, and grow. And so it's a system that really allows you to monitor individual feed intakes because calves are locked up. You can see how much milk they consume, how fast they consume. The systems are typically designed to be filled within about 14 days or so, and then the next room or barn would then be filled. So it requires multiple pod systems. A continuous flow approach could be used where calves are continuously moving down the barn for farms that just want to build one type of a facility. These barns are fairly easy to clean out, just like they're bedded. You can use a payloader or a skid steer loader to come through and push the bedding out. And oftentimes a pressure hose could be used to wash down the barn and then sanitized as needed. The calves do require a little bit of time to learn how to use the Headlock system. We're going to have to train the heifers to use headlocks anyway, so it's kind of a convenient time to get calves learning the Headlock system. In general, most calves require at least 2 to 3 times of getting pushed up and into the headlocks in order to really learn the system and become comfortable with it. Some barns will have a drain system below the bottles. There are some saliva, some slobber, maybe some spilled milk from time to time, where if you have a drain system, a simple trough right in front of the bottles, right below the bottles I should say, that's a really convenient way in order to keep that area really, really clean. Ventilation is also a question we often get asked in these types of systems. A variety of different approaches can work. Maybe the most common one, because of the way the barn is designed, is a tunnel ventilation system where fresh air is pulled in through one end of the barn and exhausted out the other. In the wintertime, positive pressure tubes could be used, or if the fans could be dialed down low enough RPM-wise to still allow the 4 to 6 air changes per hour, that can certainly work too. We do see some of these barns that have chimney fan ventilation system where fresh air would be drawn up through the eaves, up to the center of the barn, and out the top of the roof. Definitely some advantages of allowing workers to be inside and work within a very consistent environment, which certainly provides some advantages to the calf as well. The environment is the same every day. We don't have to deal with the snowstorms, the rainstorms, wind issues. With that, I'm Noah Litherland with another edition of Calf Chat. Have a great day.